The deaths of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau in 2024 were devastating on multiple levels. The brothers were struck by a drunk driver while riding their bicycles the night before their sister's wedding, where they were set to be groomsmen. Johnny, who had welcomed his second child just 7 months prior, was celebrated for his achievements as a prominent NHL player. At the funeral, his widow announced she was pregnant with their third child. Matthew's first child was born posthumously, adding to the emotional turmoil for the surviving family members. While their deaths were not gruesome, the emotional impact on their loved ones is profound, leaving a lasting void and heartache that resonates deeply with those who knew them.
David Carradine's death on June 3, 2009, was not horrific in a traditional sense, but the circumstances surrounding it were deeply unsettling. The actor was found in his Bangkok hotel room with a rope tied around his neck and genitals, suggesting he died from autoerotic asphyxiation during a sexual act. While the incident was ruled an accident, the public revelation of how he died overshadowed his legacy. Carradine was a talented actor, best known for his role in Kung Fu and the Kill Bill films, yet his passing became synonymous with scandal. The tragic irony of his death, occurring while engaging in a practice he reportedly didn't want to perform, left a lasting impact on how he is remembered.
Michael Rockefeller, the heir to one of America's wealthiest families, mysteriously disappeared on November 17, 1961, during an expedition in Papua New Guinea. While traveling with Dutch anthropologist René Wassing and 2 local guides, their catamaran capsized in treacherous waters. After the accident, Wassing managed to swim to safety, but Michael decided to attempt the 7 to 10 kilometer swim to shore with 2 empty fuel canisters tied to his waist as flotation devices. He was never seen again. The official cause of death was ruled as drowning. However, many theories emerged about his fate. Some speculate he may have been eaten by sharks or crocodiles, while others suggest he could have fallen victim to cannibals from the Asmat tribe. Reports surfaced claiming that locals believed consuming a wealthy white man would grant them power and good fortune. Despite extensive search efforts led by his family and local authorities, no trace of Michael was ever found. His disappearance remains one of the most enduring mysteries, with lingering questions about what truly happened to him in the wilds of New Guinea.
Rosemary Kennedy, sister of John F. Kennedy, underwent a lobotomy in 1941 at age 23, ordered by her father to address her behavioral issues. The procedure left her severely disabled, unable to walk or speak properly, and she spent the next 60 years in care facilities, isolated from the public. Her tragic story highlights the devastating consequences of misguided medical practices and societal stigma around mental health.
Judith Barcy, a talented young actress known for her roles in the animated films The Land Before Time and All Dogs Go to Heaven, tragically lost her life at the age of 10. Her father, who struggled with alcohol addiction and aggression, shot her mother one night in the hallway and then killed Judith while she was sleeping. He subsequently set their bodies on fire in the garage and took his own life. This tragedy shocked the public and became a symbol of the urgent need to combat domestic violence.
Naya Rivera, known for her role as Santana Lopez in the series Glee, tragically passed away on July 8, 2020. She went to Lake Piru with her 4-year-old son, Josie. During their outing, Naya reportedly managed to save her son but drowned herself. Her body was found several days later. This tragedy shocked her fans and served as a reminder of the fragility of life.
Hang Inger, a Cambodian doctor-turned-actor, won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his powerful performance in The Killing Fields, where he portrayed journalist Dith Pran. A survivor of the brutal Khmer Rouge regime, Inger endured unimaginable horrors, including the death of his wife during childbirth, and was forced to hide his medical background to stay alive. After escaping Cambodia, he worked in refugee camps before settling in the United States in 1980. Tragically, in 1996, at the age of 55, Inger was murdered outside his home in Los Angeles. He was attacked by robbers and killed while refusing to give up a locket containing a cherished photo of his late wife. His death shocked the world, with some speculating political motives, though no evidence ever confirmed this.
Vic Morrow, a veteran actor and father of Jennifer Jason Leigh, met a horrific end on July 23, 1982, during the filming of Twilight Zone, the movie. While shooting a scene set in Vietnam, Morrow was wading through water with two young child actors, Micah Din Le and Renee Shinichun. As they fled from a helicopter hovering dangerously close, a special effects mishap caused the aircraft to crash. In a nightmarish turn of events, the helicopter's rotor blades decapitated both Morrow and Liu, while Chun was crushed beneath the weight of the helicopter's landing gear. The tragedy not only claimed 3 innocent lives, but also became one of the most infamous disasters in film history, leading to significant reforms in safety regulations on movie sets.
Isadora Duncan, the legendary dancer and pioneer of free dance, tragically died on September 14, 1927, in Nice. She had gotten into a sports car while wearing her signature long red scarf. As the car started moving, the end of the scarf became caught in the wheel and was instantly wrapped around the axle. This violently yanked Isadora's neck, breaking her spine and severing her carotid artery. Death was instantaneous. Her demise marked a horrific end to a life filled with passion, tragedy, and vibrant creativity.
Phil Hartman, a beloved comedian and actor known for his work on Saturday Night Live and News Radio, met a tragic end on May 28, 1998. In a horrifying turn of events, he was shot to death in his home in Encino by his wife, Bryn. Around 3 a.m., while he slept, Bryn approached him and fired 3 shots from a .38 caliber revolver that he had given her. The first bullet struck him between the eyes, followed by shots to the throat and chest, resulting in almost instantaneous death. Under the influence of cocaine, alcohol, and antidepressants, Bryn fled to a family friend's house to confess her actions. When police arrived at their home, they found Phil's lifeless body, and soon after, Bryn took her own life with the same weapon. The shocking nature of this murder-suicide left an indelible mark on Hollywood, highlighting the dark complexities of relationships that can lead to unimaginable tragedy.
Kirsty MacColl, the renowned British singer and songwriter, tragically lost her life on December 18, 2000, while vacationing on the Mexican island of Cozumel. She was scuba diving with her son Jamie when she suddenly noticed a boat speeding toward them. In an instant, MacColl pushed her son to safety but was unable to save herself. The boat, owned by local millionaire Guillermo Gonzalez Nova, was traveling at high speed when it struck her. As a result of the collision, she sustained fatal injuries. The boat's driver admitted fault but received only a light fine of $90, which sparked public outrage and a campaign for justice in her memory. Kirsty's tragic death left a profound impact on the music world and served as a reminder of life's fragility.
Chadwick Boseman, the acclaimed actor best known for his role as Black Panther, quietly battled colon cancer for 4 years before his death on August 28, 2020, at the age of 43. Diagnosed in 2016, he chose to keep his illness private, continuing to work on major film projects while undergoing treatment. Despite the severity of his condition, Boseman delivered powerful performances in films like Marshall, Da 5 Bloods, and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. His dedication to his craft and resilience in the face of adversity inspired many. Tragically, he passed away at home in Los Angeles, surrounded by his wife and family. The news of his death shocked fans and colleagues alike, many of whom were unaware of his struggle. His legacy as a groundbreaking actor and cultural icon endures, reminding us of the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit.
All the main characters of Rebel Without a Cause met tragic and untimely deaths, reflecting the film's dark themes. James Dean, who portrayed the iconic Jim Stark, died in a car crash on September 30, 1955, just weeks before the film's release. His death at the young age of 24 cemented his status as a cultural icon and added a layer of mythos to the film. Sal Mineo, who played Plato, was murdered in 1976 at the age of 37. He was stabbed in the heart during a robbery in West Hollywood, a shocking end for an actor who had captivated audiences with his vulnerable performances. Natalie Wood, who portrayed Judy, drowned under mysterious circumstances in 1981 at the age of 43. Her death occurred while she was on a yacht with her husband and actor Christopher Walken, leading to speculation and controversy that still lingers today. The fates of these actors not only highlight the film's exploration of youth angst but also cast a haunting shadow over its legacy. Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, tragically died on March 31, 1993, while filming The Crow. During a scene, a revolver with a lodged bullet was mistakenly used, and when fired, it struck him in the abdomen. Despite surgery, he died hours later at just 28. The original footage of the accident was lost, but the scene remains in the film. His death shocked the world and led to stricter safety measures on film sets.
Nancy Benoit, the wife of renowned wrestler Chris Benoit, became a victim of a horrific tragedy. In June 2007, her husband killed her by kneeing her in the back and choking her to death. Following this, he also murdered their 7-year-old son, Daniel, before taking his own life. Nancy was found bound, with bruises on her neck and wrists, indicating a deliberate act of murder. An autopsy confirmed asphyxiation as the cause of her death. The tragedy unfolded against a backdrop of years of violence and turmoil within the family, leading to her legacy being largely ignored. Nancy's name became associated with the horrific events, and her life remained overshadowed by her husband's actions, sparking public outrage and discussions about domestic violence.
Several Formula One drivers have met horrific fates on the track, highlighting the sport's inherent dangers. Ayrton Senna, one of the greatest drivers in history, died on May 1, 1994, during the San Marino Grand Prix. He suffered a fatal head injury when a piece of suspension from his car struck him after he crashed into a concrete wall at high speed. Roger Williamson tragically lost his life in 1973 when his car overturned and caught fire. He was trapped upside down, and despite desperate efforts by rescue crews, he could not be saved. Tom Price met a gruesome end in 1977 when he collided with a fire extinguisher carried by a track marshal after losing control of his car at 200 miles per hour. The impact decapitated him instantly. Gordon Smiley was another victim, literally smeared across the track in 1980 when he crashed head-on into a wall and retaining barriers at 220 miles per hour. These incidents not only shocked fans but also led to significant changes in safety regulations within the sport.
Ramon Navarro, a once celebrated actor known as the New Valentino, met a horrific end on October 30, 1968. He was brutally murdered by brothers Paul and Tom Ferguson, who believed he had a large sum of money hidden in his home. In reality, Navarro had very little cash on hand. The brothers, who had offered their sexual services to him, tortured Navarro for information. They bound him and, in a gruesome act, forced a golden phallus, originally a gift from Rudolph Valentino, into his mouth, leading to his suffocation. After the murder, they left with only $20 that Navarro happened to have. The case drew significant media attention, and during the trial, each brother blamed the other for the murder. Both received life sentences but were released on parole after serving less than 10 years, sparking public outrage and discussions about justice in cases involving marginalized individuals.
Owen Hart, a beloved wrestler known for his humor and talent, tragically died on May 23, 1999, during the Over the Edge pay-per-view event. Performing as his superhero persona, Blue Blazer, he was supposed to descend into the ring on a harness from the arena rafters. However, due to a poorly planned stunt and faulty equipment, the safety cable detached, causing him to fall from a height of 24 meters. Hart struck the ring ropes chest first before collapsing into the ring in front of 16,000 spectators. Despite immediate medical attention, he was pronounced dead at the hospital due to internal injuries. The accident shocked the wrestling world and drew heavy criticism toward WWF, now WWE, for continuing the event after the incident. Owen's death led to a lawsuit from his family, who blamed WWF for negligence. The case was settled for $18 million. His tragic passing remains one of wrestling's darkest moments and a stark reminder of the risks performers face in pursuit of entertainment.